Hello Artinvaders, I'm back again with new tutorials. I will upload again one Cinema 4D and one Blender tutorial per week. I'm looking forward to be artistically active with you. Today we create this cool animation. For those who do not know me, I am a digital artist from Berlin, Germany. I regularly post short tutorials and my art on Instagram and TikTok. If you want to support me, follow me on my social media channels and leave me some love. Thanks a lot, you guys are the best. Enough talking, let's start with
the 3D objects.
First we select the camera, the cube and the light and delete the elements with the X key. Now we create the floor with the mirror. For this we first go to the top of the bar to add, mesh and add a canvas. Then we go to transform on the side and scale the plane on the X and Y axis to 1/72 centimeters. After that we switch to the edit mode. We now want to cut out the center for the coloring. To do this we select the plane and right-click on it and select subdivision. Now we click on the subdivision tab in the lower left corner and select 5 for number of cuts. You have to click on the bar on the top and click on the faces selection. After that we can delete the areas we do not with the X key. Use the faces option. Then we switch back to the object mode. Here we go again to the upper bar to add, mesh and then select cylinder. In the window which has opened we select for radius 0.6, depth 2.33 meter and for rotation x 90. Now we go back to the edit mode and half the cylinder. First we delete the sides that we don't need with the X key. After that we click on the point selection at the top of the bar and use the knife tool. We connect the central points and confirm the selection with Enter. We repeat the same for the other side. Now we click on face selection in the top bar again and delete the semicircles we do not need. After that we switch back to the object mode. Finally we go to add again and select a cube. Under transform we select for rotation y 180 degrees and for scale xyz we select 0.5, 0.9 and -0.032. Now we round the sides of the cube. To do this we go to the right side to the modifier properties. Under add modifier we take bevel. We choose for amount 0.06, for segments 97 and for angle 16 degrees. In the next step we will add the flowers and grass. For this we need the program Quixel Bridge. The program is completely free of charge and offers many features for your 3D landscapes. The program is quite easy to install. I link you a video in the caption. For the animation we need wild grass and bigleaf hydrangea. I have already downloaded the models. After it press export and the plants will be automatically loaded into your project. When all files are exported to the project. Let's make the flowers invisible for now. First we select the plane and go to the particle properties and press on the plus sign. After that we select hair and check advance with a mark. Choose the follow values. Number 4755. Hair length 7 meters. Segments 5. After that we set a hook at rotation. At orientation axis we select velocity, hair and randomize to 1. After that we go to the subitem render. At render we select collection. For scale we select 0.110 and scale randomness 1. After that we go to the layer window and create a new collection. There we place all grass elements. After that we select the plane again and go to the particle properties. Under collection we add the newly created collection. In addition, we only set a checkmark at Pick Random, Object Rotation and Object Scale. For the other we remove the checkmark. As you can see, the grass points in the wrong direction. To fix this, we select the overpoint in the collection and rotate it in the y-axis by 90 degrees. Now we go back to the plane. For children we select None. For field weights we set gravity and all to 0. We repeat all this for the cylinder but with different other values. We select the cylinder and go to the particle properties and press at the top of the window on the plus. Then we select hair and check advance with a checkmark. Then we choose number 4022. Hair length 5 meters. Segments 4. Then we go to the render subitem. At render we select collection, scale 0.1 and scale randomness 1. For instance collection and set the already created grass collection. In addition we set only one hook at Pick Random, Object Rotation and Object Scale. For the other things we remove the hook. Under Extra we set a checkmark at Parent Particles. At Field Weights we set gravity and all to 0. As you can see the grass is on the wrong side. To fix this we turn off the particle system off for now. Then we go into the edit mode and select the whole cylinder. Then we go to the top bar to mesh, normals and select flip. Then we go back to the object mode and make the particle system visible again. Finally, we add the flowers. For this we select the plane again and go to the particle properties and create with the plus another particle system. Then we select hair and set a checkmark under advance. Number 350. Seed 100. Hair length 7 meters. Segments 5. Then we go to the render subitem. At render we choose collection, for scale 0.085 and scale randomness 1. After that we go to the layer window and create a new collection. There we place all plant elements. After that we select the plane again and go to the particle properties under collection and add the new created collection. In addition we set only one check mark at Pick Random, Object Rotation and Object Scale. Choose for strand shape 0.250 and remove the hook at close tip. For field weights we set gravity and all to 0. As you can see the plants point in the wrong direction. We rotate them like the grass by 90 degrees. Personally there are too many flowers. At number and seed you can adjust the result. Okay, I have adjusted the values, so I like it better. Make sure that there are no flowers directly under the mirror, because it will rotate later.
The materials.
First we divide the view into two. To do this, we go to the top left corner until a plus sign appears and drag the window to the side. In the new window we select Shader Editor. In the old window we press on Viewport Shading icon 4. First we create the ambient light. For this we switch to the world mode. Now we search for texture environment, mapping and geometry and connect them as follows. After that we set at environment texture a HDRI folder, which looks like this. There we select also mirror ball. After that we set background strength to 2. At rotation X we take 122 degrees and scale in all axes to 6. Finally we switch back to object. Now we select the grass. There we choose the following values. Metallic 1. Roughness 0.08. Anisotrophic 1. Anisotrophic rotation 1. Sheen 1. Sheen tint 0.5. Clearcoat 1.45. Then we select the plants. Metallic 1. Roughness 0.46. Anisotrophic 1. Anisotrophic rotation 1. Sheen 0.6. Sheen tint 0.5. Clearcoat 1.45. In my case, some of the plants are orange in the final result. I have changed the color map for this with Photoshop for this. You can find the location by clicking on the folder icon. The blue parts in the picture you can change them there and put them here on the top position again. In this case it would look like this. Now we make all the plants invisible by removing the particle system in the cylinder and the plane switch off. Now we export the ground material from Quixel Bridge. For this we go back into the program and search for gravel ground. We also export the material to Blender. After that we place the material in the cylinder and plane. Under scale we scale the material in all axes. For this we need mapping and geometry. Now we make all flowers visible again. Finally we create the mirror. We set the following values. Metallic 1. Specular 1. Roughness 0. Anisotrophic 1. After that we search for hue saturation value, image texture, mapping and geometry and connect them all as follows. For image texture we insert a picture of a sky. I'll use this one. Under mapping you can adjust the image. So that you can see the sky you have to rotate the scene a little bit. Now we go to hue saturation value and select the following values. To make everything look better, we insert a camera and press the camera icon. Now we select the camera and choose the 1080 by 1920 format. After that we go to render properties. There I choose the following render settings. Now we see that the grass is much too small. We go back to the plane and adjust the particle system. 1:18 at scale is a good value. We repeat this for the cylinder. So we can see better, we make the mirror invisible. Now we go back to the camera and reduce the bloom. Now we select the whole scene and rotate it around a bit. After that we go back to the camera and change the value of trace precision to 1, so that everything becomes a bit darker. You want my whole project file? You can get it. At Patreon you can find the complete project file with all textures I used. There you can also support me financially as an artist. All the money helps me spend more time on creating tutorials and cool things for you. Thanks for the support, Artinvaders. And a very big thank you to my Patreons. You are the best. If you need some help or support you can text me. I will answer all questions as soon as possible. And now we came to
the animation.
We first select the mirror and open the transform window. We set the animation slider to the beginning of the animation and set a keyframe at rotation Y. After that we move the slider to the end of the animation and enter 0 degrees for rotation Y. Now the mirror rotates. After that you select the group of plants and animate them as well. Plants and animate them as well. For this you have to use XYZ rotation. Use small values and set new keyframes in the animation window. Finally we change the course of the animation to linear. For this we change below to the graftitor. There we select all points of the curves and go to key, interpolation mode and to linear. Repeat this for the mirror animation. Now you can render the animation as usual. My animation looks a little bit different at the end, because I changed the colors of the flowers and edited the whole animation with Adobe After Effects again. That's it, well done Artinvaders. If you liked the video, please leave a like. Do you have any questions or do you want to tell me something? Write it in the comments. If you want to support me, subscribe to the channel or follow me on Instagram or TikTok. There you can also send me your finished artwork. As a thank you I will show all the artwork with social media links in the next video. I am glad about every support. Thank you. See you in the next week.